Hello children, how are you all? Hope all you are fine. And for class 5 children, today I am going to start a new lesson, that is towards freedom. Fifth lesson, towards freedom. Yes, now India has always been famous for spices, textiles, jewelry and pearls. The Arabs were among the first to come to India for trade. The Portuguese, the Dutch and the French and the British followed. The British emerged as the most powerful among them. They traded through the English East India Company. The company bought goods cheaply from India and sold them abroad at high prices. This resulted in huge profits for the company. Okay, so here children, this is about the goods in India. Okay, so how the British people come to our country. Yes, so here India is always famous for spices, textiles, jewelry and pearls. Okay, India is always famous for textiles, jewelry, spices and pearls. So Arabs are the first people to come to India for trade. Okay, next Dutch people, Portuguese people, French people and British people came to follow. Yes, next here the most powerful among them, British emerged as the, so compared to the Portuguese, Dutch, French and Arabs, British emerged as the most powerful. Okay, British people emerged as the most powerful. They traded through the English East India Company. So they have established the company, that is English East India Company. The company name is English East India Company. Yes, now the British emerged as the most powerful among them. They traded through the English East India Company. The company bought goods cheaply from India and sold them abroad at high prices. Okay, so this company, what they used to do, they used to take goods from the India and they used to the company bought goods cheaply from India. So for cheaply the company used to take the goods from India and then next sold them to abroad with high prices. Okay, so this resulted in huge profits for the company. So in that way English East India Company got huge profits. Yes, next little by little the English East India Company established control over the whole of India. Company established control over the whole of India. Taking advantage of the lack of unity among the Indians, the British conquered large parts of India and established their rule. Conquered large parts of India and established their rule. Okay, next discontent among Indians. Once the British were firmly established in India, they exploited the farmers, traders, craftsmen and the rulers of local kingdoms. The farmers were made to pay very high taxes even during floods and droughts. The farmers had to pay their share of taxes. They were they were forced to grow indigo, a plant which is a source of indigo dye, and cotton. These were bought at very low rates and sold at very high rates in England and other countries. Thus, farmers in India became poorer. Many died due to starvation. Many died due to starvation. So, what the British people used to do, even they used to collect taxes from all the people, including farmers. They used to collect more taxes from the farmers. Okay, so farmers even if there are floods and droughts, so that they'll so that there will be no profit to the farmers. In even that situation also, British people used to collect taxes from them. Okay, next, cheaper mill made cloth was imported into India from England. So from England to their one machine was imported, that is cheaper mill made cloth was imported into the India from England. As a result, the handloom industry of India suffered. So, lakhs of weavers became unemployed. Lakhs of people became unemployed. They suffered the same fate as the farmers. They suffered the same fate as the farmers. Next, the British did not allow the Indians to open mills and factories. Indian traders were not allowed to trade in items of their choice. Okay, now so here the British did not allow the Indians to open the mills and factories. Indian traders were not allowed to trade in items of their choice. So here they were also, British people also used to restrict Indians not to allow or not to open any factories or mills. Okay, Indian traders were not allowed to trade in items of their choice. Okay, next, Indian rulers and princes were also unhappy with the British. A law was passed by the British which stated that if a ruler did not have a male child, then upon the death of the ruler, this kingdom would be taken over by the British. By using unjust and unfair means, the British sought to expand their hold over India. The dissatisfaction and anger of most Indians led them to revolt. Okay, so what happened here is British people, what they used to do, they used to concentrate on the rulers, princes of the India. Okay, so if there is no male child to that rulers or to their princes, so after their rule, next the British people used to hand over the place or hand over that particular area, and they started ruling that place. British people started ruling that place. In that way these British people occupy our India. Yes, so by using unjust, unfair means, the British sought to expand their hold over India. The dissatisfaction and anger of most Indians led them to revolt. Okay, so revolt against the British. Ever since the coming of the British, people in different parts of India had been protesting against their unfair policies. However, there was no unity in their protests. It was only in 1857 that a major revolt broke out. This was the first war of independence. This was the first war of independence, also called the Sepoy Mutiny or the Great Revolt of 1857. Okay, so it was an important event in our struggle for freedom. The revolt was started by the Indian soldiers serving in the British Army in India. A new rifle called the Enfield had been introduced in India. Okay, so here Enfield rifle means this is one of the instrument. Okay, so one of the instrument for the battle. Okay, so here the revolt against the British was started. Okay, so continuing to this next class, I am going to continue the same class and I will be explaining about the revolt against the British. Okay, so once you read the textbook so that it will be clear. Okay, take care children.